Verse 18 in chapter 33 of Psalms, behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy. I love that. Why? To deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. Our soul waiteth for the Lord. He is our help and our shield. So here is the reasons of what more blessings if we wait on the Lord. One, there's mercy. Second of all, to deliver our soul from death. Ooh. To preserve us during famine, to keep us alive. Now here's where we can go with this. It could be physical. There's plenty of examples where God has sustained us physically when we were close to death, and he kept us alive. Why? Because we waited patiently. He kept us full of famine. I mean, we've all had our seasons in our life that it felt like our entire households were in famine. This could also be spiritually. It could be financially, if we're waiting on him. For our soul waiteth for the Lord. He is our help, our shield. Verse 21, for our heart shall rejoice in him because we have trusted in his holy name. Let the mercy, O Lord, in verse 22, be upon us according as we hope in thee. Our soul waiteth for the Lord. He has saved us from death. He has preserved us through famine. He is our help, our succor. He undergirds us. He's our assistance and support in our distress and our time of need. I mean, and that's the time when it's the hardest to wait on the Lord, is it's when your time of need. When you're like on the edge waiting, you've been praying for something, you've been believing for something, it's right there, you're waiting on it, and God's saying, I just need you to hold on just a little bit more, and you start getting that little antsy feeling. Thank you for honesty. We all get a little antsy. But he brings that support, that assistance in times of hardship, in times of distress, where he brings that one person that he picked out of a billion to walk up on your doorstep or to text you in the middle of the night or to call you or to walk up to you in the midst of when you need him the most and say, Dorian, I just want to tell you I love you. And in that moment, you're like, because why? Because he waited patiently and he heard your cry because he attended his ear to you. And he brought you someone, something, someone that walked up to you and said, it's going to be okay. I don't know what you're going through, but I'm going to pray for you. You don't know how many times you may have been the object of God's, or the tool in God's arsenal, where he sent you to somebody who had been crying out, who was waiting to know if God heard him, and you walked up to him and said, can I just pray for you for a second? Or you walked up to someone and said, you know, can I give you a hug? Why, do I look like I need one? Yeah. Sure. You know, you don't know. But all the times that God's done that for you, be prepared to give it away to someone else. He's our shield. He's our protector. When we wait patiently on the Lord, we don't run into battle before we're ready. We don't run into a scrimmage before we're ready. We don't run into a circumstance, a situation, I don't know, give me another term, a project, a relationship or whatever, until he's prepared us to be ready because we waited patiently. He was our shield and our protector to make sure we didn't get into the miry clay because we weren't paying attention.